Good day, I am Elmer Santor. I am here together with Arwen Lorian Mangayon, and we will discuss our exam system, designing the student and faculty login, registration, user activation and deactivation, and lastly, the exam system. To start, we have an index page to choose if a user wants to log in as a student or faculty, which will direct a user to their designated login. It will be directed to a login page where a user can log in or create an account. In registration, when a user inputs their details, it will be directly stored in our database, named as ExamDB. How? We have a PHP file that is named as config and a file named as createTable. This file pulls the information from the input box by using a session function. After getting the information, it is then stored inside the database and it's tabled by the createTable PHP file. Now, for the logging in, we have a PHP file named checkLogin that verifies if the user enters the correct values and if it matches one of the values stored in the database. It will directly go to the dashboard.
I am Arwen Mangayon. For our dashboard, we created a function such as viewing and editing the profile, where a JavaScript named dashboard.js is inserted to go from profile information to the edit window. We use the syntax echo to pull values from our database tables and display a user's profile information. For editing, we have a PHP file named editing and the file named update profile that updates the value and changes what is stored in the database. Now, for the user, there is a table that shows the website's users, students and professors, where the professor can activate or deactivate a user's account. The page is inside the PHP users file, where it pulls the value from the database and displays it. For activating and deactivating, JavaScript is used below the PHP file. For the Create the Exam page, upon entering, a user can input the quiz or exam title and its description and the timer for answering the questionnaire. A user can also input the questions and the correct answers. For the function of edit, it is stored in the PHP edit exam file, where a user can edit the exam questions and its corresponding answers, the title, score, and description. For the show, this function hides the exam for students. The script can be found inside the list of exam file. Now, for the delete function, it is self-explanatory. The file will be deleted on the site and in the database. Next is the class tab. We can see the list of classes of the professor and the window to create a class, where they can input the title, course code, and the login key, which can be generated or manually created. Functions for a class are view, show, edit, and delete. For the function show, we used a JavaScript to identify if the button is clicked. It will then change value in the HTML and also the visibility for students. For the function edit, users or professor can edit their class title, description, and class by using the request method. We request to access the database in its table in order to change the data stored. For function delete, it is the same with the other delete functions. In delete, it deletes the function on the site and on the database. Lastly, the view function leads you to a new page that shows the students inside the class. A choice to show the exam and students that are enrolled in the class. The configurations in this page is found in the PHP View Students file. Uses several request methods to display and view the data stored.